EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They hand off to their big tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
43 the mic, boy, 43. Check, 43. Check me out. 43 in the mic. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. First down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their...
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And right away, he lost the football. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Murray's pass complete to Butler.
Let's go!
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
Safety's gripping.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
22.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to Butler. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Rush in. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Shit.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, come on. Here we go. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Tighten up.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let go.
He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Come on now. Squeeze. Switch. Check 3.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Evans, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the shift.
Now Murray throwing on second down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 4.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst-case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
Murray going to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game. But
Yo, yo, yo.
they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about
What
it.
up, DevNet?
Go with the fresh legs.
Y'all hear me in the booth?
First.
Set, ready. Pittsburgh. Check, 43.
On first down, Roberts. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits.
All right,
and
here we
leaves
go.
creases like
Damn,
that.
7-7.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Al with the RPO. Now will be a first down. Should see a high-scoring game from these two. They're both going to be probably high-powered offenses against each other. In such a shitty Madden year where defense is harder than ever.
Has a lot of stature to him, but sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check it back. Check it
Tyree Jack, a lot of star power on both these teams on offense. Their offenses are crazy. Here comes an RPO to the outside. Oh, another juke. Holding. Wow. Yo, we've seen so much of these in the playoffs. All these freaking holding calls at the last second. Garbage penalties.
That's going to count as that
And you can't even blame the user. It's stupid. It's just stupid. Sounds ashy? Yeah, probably because I'm using the wrong Bluetooth. I'm using my earpiece, not my trucker headset.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone.
Tell Marty to put up the game volume then.
And not much run after the catch.
I could always get out the booth. I could just fucking type. Just easier not to have to type.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. They will get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's Barkley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out here in the eye. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Undercrush. Check 26. Watch the safety crease.
They run for it with Mixon, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Joe Mixon taking it in, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
25 yards that time. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. You go tight. You got tight.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, He was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
65, 25, check 25, check 25.
Fucking jet sweep. Here comes the jet
He'll take
sweep.
this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Check, check, go, go.
Throw a pick, Shusky. Throw a pick, Shusky.
Hey, check 24, watch 24. Deuce, 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 deuce. Jim, hey, Jim, Jim. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hut.
Max, get in the
Murray gonna
booth,
try to
Dipwan.
throw on third down. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. And he uses
Oh,
Bella.
man,
As
touchdown.
the first half is
14-0.
winding down,
That was fucking
as they are
crazy.
an extra point away
That
now
receiver's
from
fucking
tying this
legit.
football game. Boy, it's extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Isabella's just a speedster, man.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3.
He used the 3-3-5 to keep
And
more
nice
speed on the
work
field.
on the
That's what he
return as
did.
they'll start their drive.
You
just
can't say
past
it was
the
a bad,
30-yard
it was a
line.
smart defensive call if he just would have played it better. He needed more speed on the field.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head
They
to the
also
locker
probably
room
would have
all
played
even.
tighter if
And
he
you
played
know
the
the play
sticks.
caller's just feeling it right now.
Nowhere to escape, and
If he
he
played the
goes
sticks, he would have
down.
probably played
And
like
with just 1
closer up
second
on the.
remaining in the first half,
Ah, you
they'll
need to
call
kneel.
the
He needs to
timeout.
kneel the ball, man. Go to half.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
Max, get in the booth, man.
So we've come upon that time
Oh,
in this
shit.
AFC
Oh,
divisional
shit,
round
son.
matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Yeah, he could have taken it
A
to the
trip
house.
the NFC
That wasn't even
title game
Saquon, was
hanging
it?
in
That
the
was
balance.
Mixon.
Second half action back underway. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But
Boom!
do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got
Hey, I'm
everything
just telling
going
you right
your
now,
way.
when I
You're
play
probably
Alvin,
prepared for
I don't want to hear
maybe
a
some
fucking thing
change-ups you
about
might
picking the
expect,
same play
but
because Shusky's
overall,
ran the
you
same
like
out
what your game
fucking
plan's
route.
showing you.
The same
A
PA
3-yard
deep
loss to
outs
start
like
the drive.
fucking
They'll
half
look
of
to
his
make that up
passes.
and then some on 2nd and
Fucking
13.
ridiculous. But last year, if I did that shit, I'd be suspended.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out.
Oh,
of
here it is
bounds,
again,
according to
man.
the
Look at this
headlines.
shit. This is fucking
Incomplete,
crazy.
so the
If
ball
I
a little
did this
late
shit, I'd
getting
be
there, and it's
suspended,
third
you
down.
motherfuckers.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're trying.
Committee
to
better
show
get
the
on
game of
that shit.
football. Who's gonna
Same
block
play
better? Who's
6
gonna tackle
times.
better? In this case,
We
to me,
just
it's
starting the second
turnovers.
half.
You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
You don't want KC.
An
Marty, you don't want
incomplete pass on
KC,
that last
man.
play,
You get
and
your
that
ass
means they'll
whooped.
need to come up with something here on third down.
No.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They
Look
say
at this
he
shit.
was out
Hey.
of bounds. So
Hey,
a big
didn't he
call
just
there.
block
That
his running
brings up
back there?
4th.
Isn't that PA? Did he
Here's
run play
Sam
action
Cook
there?
now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt
I
of the
missed
game
that
for
play.
either team.
That's crazy, man. So what happens
This
when
is
you run the
away
same
and a
play.
very good kick
You gotta punt
angled
the
for
fucking ball.
sidelines.
Yeah. Trevor, clip it all for us, man. Clip it for us.
18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin
14,
their next
14.
possession. Their defense did its job, yielded no
I kind of,
points.
you know,
It's the
obviously I
offense's
got to go
turn.
for TT. I'm going with Al all the way, but it'd be interesting to see Max play Kyler Murray.
You guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted
Definitely
to do?
different. Those mobile quarterbacks are fucking tough this year.
And now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Jackson. Well,
I think Barkley will be more important against UMax if he gets there.
Excellent work defensively.
He just has a little bit of extra wiggle.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the
Well, listen,
air,
if you
and the start
Marks,
will
if
be
you ever need to watch
inside the
film on
35.
Arizona, just know like 65% of the time it's PA deep outs, man. Just know that shit.
Ready to go with their next drive. And
Isabella's lined up
and
in
on
the
last
slot.
go-around, they really
It's a
couldn't get
post,
anything
man.
going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move
good
the ball at
D!
least a few
Oh,
times on
shit!
offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You know, last year they were one-handed that shit.
Murray now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of
Woo!
fast, quick, and in a hurry.
Damn, he screamed at him.
He was there.
And he kind of blitzed
Blink of
everyone,
an
I
eye,
think.
that happened fast, and a big sack.
Fire it up, baby!
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, me and
after the
Alvin's
sack.
game got moved back to 4 o'clock.
Let's go, baby. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Check.
He couldn't pay his bill, man. His power went out.
Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd
Send
down.
it.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple
Yeah,
of
that was a
plays.
smart
Yeah, they
play.
get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
That's the only way to get pressure this year. Unless you have DeMarcus Lawrence or Myles Garrett. You got to blitz 7.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And that is incomplete.
Even
If
without a ton
you
of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to
smell
pick up his own defense. Those guys are sitting back and they're
what
not
The
playing
Rock
receivers as much as they're
is
playing the eyes of the
cooking.
quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no. Welcome to the fucking show, bitches.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
Dr. Ice Punch here, just arriving in the booth. We are in season 32 of this divisional playoff game, Tampa Bay versus Arizona. I'm in here with little Trifus, the Miami Dolphins owner. Just landing in here in the booth, 14-14 all.
Been a pretty good game so far. We'll see what's up here. Can the Cardinals get a stop here? Jackson under center. He's in kind of a strong I formation here. Going to hand it off to Barkley, who's going to try to get to the outside. We know he likes those stretch runs, and he's going to make a big juke, and then another juke, and he does a little swerve, and Barkley's going to go all the way down to the 20, 10, 15, 5, and now we're going to have a 20-14 game just like fucking that.
Oh, that was wrong, baby.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Yeah, that's why Barkley was better than Mac for it all for him. It'll be better for him in it all if he wins, Marty. Barkley will be more for him than Khalil Mack would be. I think it was a good trade. For him.
That's interesting. I mean, some people think, you know, it's a bad trade,
shifty,
good trade.
Man. He's shifty.
I think it's good for Al because he comes out of the backfield. He can catch the football and help out in the passing game.
And if you're, I know you'd think like scheming for Max, you'd want Mac, but at the end of the day, man, that offensive line's going to push anybody out the way. I'd rather be able to run and pick up a first down and kind of do what Trevor did against Max than bank on Mac trying to stop every play. You know, like look at Omar. He had Von Miller against you, and Von didn't even show up to play. So
yeah,
sometimes you get defenders, and you're like, what the hell? At least you're using a guy that you know is capable of doing something.
I think it helps. Oh, here goes Murray on the move here, and he's gonna go down, and he's gonna fucking take on 3 defenders and fumble the football.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the
Jackass!
Oh no! And Tampa Bay lands another haymaker here. Oh shit! The Bucs now have the ball up 21-14. It is the third quarter, 4:15 to go for those of you on the radio. Oh boy, why would you not go down or go out of bounds, dude?
Max is already calling game.
Oh,
Max
Barkley's going to go to the
over.
outside. This is where you can get. Here's the swerve. Here's a sick joke, and Barkley's going to go literally a touchdown on back. Oh, he's going to get tackled at the 1-yard line.
Fucking Barkley, man. Look at that shit.
Son of a bitch. Oh, man.
And Al punches this in, it's fucking over, man. As long as he plays fucking over the top, he'll win the game.
Look at Zim Reapers. He wants to know everything. He's stolen, dude. He's stealing. He wants to know what formation. He's just gonna copy everybody. Tampa Bay needs a miracle here. They're not known for their defense. Or, excuse me, Arizona. Oh. Wow. They're gonna need. This is a good defensive stop, so I guess if they hold them to 3 here, Arizona does have firepower to score. But on 3rd and goal here, watch the slants, watch the seams. Let's see what they call. They're calling a nickel 2-4-5 here. If this is in or zone, I have no idea.
A big play to start the drive,
and it looks like, man, all up on the line of scrimmage. Watch for your slants here, and watch for Barkley out of the backfield. Be a handoff right up the middle, and there's going to be a pretty good stop. Again, we got the divisional playoffs going on here. Tampa Bay up 21, Arizona 14. Tampa Bay trying to kick a field goal here from the 3-yard line.
A chip shot, a 20-yarder.
And here's the hold. It's up. It's good. Max is crowning Tampa Bay the champs already. Only up 10. Max, you need to fucking relax. You're all over the place, bro. He's having a morning.
Credit the defense too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach.
There's like 10 minutes left in this game.
Absolutely had to enforce the field goal attempt that went through.
Now, listen, we've seen Strusky be down 70 points in a game. I mean, he is not going to stop slinging the rock here. Definitely not on offense. Watch Murray, dude. He's going to keep fucking the ball. Oh, here's a fucking bad sack. Ooh, that ball away.
Devin White, man, that's that speed.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely
That's not good.
Let's just face it.
You know, that PA zone shot is, I see Max run it. Is he going to call PA deep outs again? That'd be great. it's a good play kind of, but it's actually kind of easy to use her because you just kind of follow the crossing route and then you can peel back on the deep end if you. And here goes Murray. He's scrambling. He's got nowhere to go here. He's going to take back-to-back sacks. And what are they doing, man? Where is the jet sweep?
Devin White in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
There's no RPO, nothing here. I'm shocked that
That's what happens when you start getting desperate, man.
he's trying to get this back in one play. I thought he would literally start small here, and he's going to have Johnson out of the backfield. This is, again, going to have to get the ball away quickly. If Al sends a blitz, he's in big trouble here. Okay, it's max protect. And Murray's going to take 3 sacks in a row and fumble the football. And we got an O-lineman.
My goodness. My goodness.
I'm literally, that looked like
the ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to
like
execute
fucking
what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction,
Levi out there. 3 sacks in a row, maybe the Rev takes 3 sacks in a row.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
Oh my goodness, that is an absolute disaster of a drive for quote unquote one of the league's best offense. I say if you take away the RPO, Arizona is literally, just a regular team. They play.
Well, you can't really go by that because it's like saying if you take away the running for Max, would he still be that good? Like.
Now, but running is literally one whole side of the ball. It's not like passing. I'm talking about a certain concept. That would be like saying if you took away the dive from Max.
All right, if you took away the dive and it was just a stretch, it'd be a lot. Actually, he'd probably still stretch everyone to death. Oh, my God.
There's just
flying out here, man. This is game. It's game over.
3 points is 3 points.
I'm just saying, in that division, it's not a tough division, and you don't have a lot of guys who know what they're doing in Madden, and so they don't take that away from Shrewsky. So you have all these inflated yardages on basically which aren't even passes. You have, again, like these sweep plays that count as passes or a touch pass. Oh, it's KC, baby.
What's up, baby?
What up, baby?
Oh, you fixed the power yourself, Alvin? You went and fixed the electrical poles yourself?
Nah, it's back on now. I'm good.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game.
Hey, let me ask you something. So your show like a week or 2 ago, Alvin said if Al was playing like this, could he beat Max? So what's your answer?
Right now?
If Al plays like this. Yeah, we talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago. If Al was playing hot and could run the ball and get his blitzes going, what you thought about him against Max. And this is what you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to take this. Got to chill here. He's only up 10 on Shrewsky. Not like he's winning by 30. He looks good, but again, you're talking Shrewsky's defense. I still think Max is going to handle his business, honestly. Yeah, this is not a good enough performance to scare me versus Max. I mean, Barkley looks good, but I mean, the good news is we saw Trevor run the ball versus Max with the swerve. Al obviously should do the same exact thing. Al needs to play a little bit better defense than Trevor did. Both Max and Trevor literally stayed on their concepts. Max didn't come out of his pass defense, got ran all over, and Trevor didn't stop man blitzing. He got ran all over. I mean, whoever makes the adjustments in the conference title game probably will win. We'll have to see if Al again can play a little bit better run defense than what Trevor was able to do.
I'm going to laugh with both of them.
I'm going to laugh with both of them. And listen, look at this. Here's a 15-yard sweep. Here's a 15-yard RPO. Where was that last drive? Boy, this is a. Here comes a sweep now. Oh yeah, here's a sweep, and he's going to go another 10 yards. And just terrible last drive from Arizona. And I think they don't have enough gas.
But if you're Al, you're just trying not to let up a deep play. That's what you're playing for right now. You're letting all that
I would agree with that. You're definitely going to give up little plays. Honestly, every time he gets to the line, look at the clock just go away 7 seconds. It's when you're down 10 points, not that bad. When you're down this many, it's get worse. Here's the play action again, the post shot, and that's what I'm talking about. The lurk right there. If you kind of peel off that, cross, you can get to that in. You got to throw it a lot sooner. If you're Shuski, you got to know that. And he's not used to this type of usering. Here's another play. He's got X on the. There you go. Now he's got it. And here's going to be the TD.
Over yet.
There's the touchdown. I mean, again, it's a 10-point game now. So if this was a 7,
he scored in like a minute and a half, or a minute, didn't he?
Especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
Yeah, if this was a 7-point game, we'd definitely be on the edge of our seats now. But the 10 points, Arizona needs a turnover now.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Okay, we got 5:38 to go. Tampa Bay up 10. They've been able to run it all over the place. Unless Tampa Bay has a little bit of a meltdown here, we do like them to win it. But let's just not get too crazy with calling the game over. Let's just kind of live in the moment here. That I just calling the Super Bowl already. We're here in the divisional round. NFC Playoffs, Dev Nation Live, Season 32. Tampa Bay, first down from the 27. Here we go. Barkley going to have to get the ball right up the middle, and he's going to have another huge. Oh, what's this? Is this a face mask? Oh, my God. This is like a 15-yard run and a 15-yard face mask, and just like that, Tampa Bay is already to the 50.
First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it. The aggressive strip, if that's what he did have on, unless he just tried to strip it.
No, he did. He had it on. He just turned it off.
Oh, yeah. Desperate times, right?
I mean, I think the Cardinals are in like a nickel defense here, too. Again, they don't make any sense. Look, they're in a nickel 2-4-5. If you're trying to stop Barkley, why are you in a nickel 2-4-5? Now here comes a 4-4, a little bit different. He's going to pinch the line, which, and look out for the stretch. There, and here's the stretch RPO, but he gets sacked. And they're going to get a sack here. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Bucs. What do you think they call here? Jake, think they're going to run it? Or think they're going to throw it?
No, he's passing.
He's throwing the ball. And it's a run.
Be a deep end.
It's a run. And he's not going to get it. So maybe a punt upcoming here. Barkley now over the 200-yard mark. 4:30 to go. Both teams have all their timeouts. And he's going to kick a long field goal here. This is going to be a 58-yarder.
He has the wind. He has the wind, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, here's the 58-yarder. With the wind, the ball goes really far. And bingo, bango, bongo. Now it's a 13-point game.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly
still a game though, because he has the timeouts. So as long as he can go get a 7 here.
Yeah, I mean Arizona. If I was them, I don't know if I'm chucking it deep. I would start again with an RPO. And looks like they're going to go to PA post shot again. The Cardinals, it doesn't sound like they've mixed their plays up too much here. But to each their own. Murray's going to drop back and on the contain. Oh, he's got to throw the ball here. They're not even watching the field, dude. X is wide open in the middle of the field, and he's been running across the field for 5 minutes, and he doesn't even throw it. He's just trying to run with the ball here. Not looking downfield and takes a big sack. How many sacks are in this game? Let me get a stat here. Where's my CPU announcer? He does have television. 3:45 to go. The clock ticking here in the 4th divisional playoffs. Tampa Bay 34, Arizona 21, and Murray's going to run more play action. This is mostly covered, but Al makes a mistake here and lurks the deep sideline, and they make a big completion here versus cover 3 sky drop.
Definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely.
Well, the good news about that play, number 1, it's a good completion, and number 2, it's to the sideline.
Now
Murray's going to take another sack.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night
Here
long
comes
as they
PA
come up
post shot.
facing second and a bundle. Now Murray off play action.
And here's a
That is
this should be a completion, but no.
Andy
Murray's only got
Isabella was the intended
222
target, and
yards
it's
for
third
how
down.
much?
Had the right idea.
Sounds like
there,
he's
trying
thrown
to
the
throw it to
ball.
sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that
Is that
last
an aborted
play, and
play
that means
action, or
they'll
is it just a
be
real
coming
quick
with something here on
animation?
third
We
down.
have some controversy here.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that
I'm
will
not
be
quite sure.
incomplete as well.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something.
It's a
good
big
happen.
question. Max is like a fucking... He is so unfocused, dude. He's been saying Shrewski's been done for the last 7 Mad
All right,
minutes
they're
in
gonna
a
try and
row.
keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Fourth and 17. Gonna call the classic Trifus high-low, and he's gonna get
Sets to
sacked
throw
again.
on fourth. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I got
Aaron Lynch,
no
and the Bucs
answer.
are
Well,
gonna
like I
take
said,
over
there's
with
9
excellent
sacks in this
field
game.
position to boot.
Yo, this is
Line of
mangled.
scrimmage, the 31 now
So
on
we
first
are
and
gonna
10.
get...
And he'll give it
Looks
here
like we're
to
gonna get
Tryon.
another Max
And he
versus
stopped
Al
immediately
matchup
there.
in a championship
Officially no
game,
gain on the play, and it's
barring some
second
type of
down.
crazy fumble, dude.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself.
Max is
Now
he's
the
missed
time to
Al
start
so
using
much
those
they haven't played in the
timeouts.
conference
Keep in
title
mind,
game in
they'll
like
also
2
stop the
seasons.
clock
So,
after 2
oh
minutes.
my god, this defense is just terrible. And it's now.
Tampa Bay. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for
And
2.
Tampa Bay going for 2 here.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Now 42-21, making it a solid 3-score game.
And this will not be returnable.
Boy,
It's
I'll
out of
tell you
the back of
what,
the end zone for a touchback.
Arizona's defense here, not good. And then the taking all the sacks, another issue. So much play action.
Arizona's offense at the
Look,
line,
Marty,
ready
at
to
the end
get
of the
their
day,
drive started.
the playoffs
And
are just
last time
different.
this unit was out
It's
here,
different than the
lots
regular
of
season.
turnover, and
Oh
they
yeah,
got
listen,
turned into 6 points.
well, hold on. For the record, I've been telling everybody to pump the brakes on. We've had people jerking off, literally your brother, jerking off the Cardinals here for a few weeks now. I've been like, hey man,
Yeah, we'll see if they
there's
can
not a lot to
recoup
this offense.
and recover.
And so,
Well, the former Tigers, TJ
you're preaching to the choir here.
3 yards
I've been
is half
saying
of
this.
what they needed. Now can they get the other 3
So I don't know
here
why
on
Max is
third
going so
down?
crazy, because he's been literally saying the opposite. He's been
I
saying
think
how...
I think Schuster got away from his game plan, like you said. I think that he didn't do the RPOs and stuff. He fell behind, got in the third quarter, and then he just really.
Just 2 minutes remaining
I don't
here in the
know.
fourth quarter of what has been
It sucks
a
when you have a
one-sided
season like
affair.
that, just to, you know what I mean, go off with your quarterback just to get knocked out. But at the same time, he lost to Al. It's not like he lost to shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, honestly, dude, Jake, this is a Cardinal team that gave up 70 points in Week 17 to the Indianapolis Colts.
So the
How did anybody
Cardinals have got
think
the
that
football here as we
they would
get
be
you
able
reset.
to, you know,
But did he
saying
bench
that?
everybody? Did he bench everyone because he was like clinched in?
They stay on the ground.
Arizona.
Okay, so no, Arizona was playing for the 2 seed and everything. He balled out with everybody. He scored like 50 or 40, whatever. It was like 70 to 40.
NFC South, best division in Dev Nation. Yeah, I agree with that. That's the best division. It is. Like when Perry's on, you know what I mean, and playing for real and, you know, not playing half his games, you can't take him out of there. He's one of the better players. Al's going to the NFC Championship, and, I mean, Trevor probably gave Max the best run for his money in the last 40 games, right? So you'd have to say that is the best division.
I mean, I don't know. Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, user-wise, yeah, that's probably the best division. And then isn't Marks in that division as well, right? We all know he just tanked this year. That's what they do. That's what, you know, they do that. They tank, and they get the number 1 pick and shit.
Yep. That's
Marks isn't as bad as his record is. We all know that.
Yeah, that's true. We know Marks is tanking for the draft pick.
I don't know how that's legal in this league, though. I don't know how that's legal, but it is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so we're away from the playoffs. He was only a game away from the playoffs this year, Marks.
So I mean, do we have? So what do you think with the NFC Championship game? Do you think that Al has a shot?
I mean, if you want me to be honest, like, this is me being honest. I think Max is going to be tough because of the line. See, Al didn't play season 2, and season 1 you couldn't compare Dallas to the Bucs, right? So I don't know what you're going to get. I really don't. He didn't play season 2.
Got that. I was just asking for a prediction, man.
Preseason, right?
I gotta think about it, man. I don't know. Al plays and runs the ball more instead of passing. He'll have a way better shot. Can't drop back against Max. Too much pass coverage. He's got to go the Trevor way. He's gonna have to run the ball 35 times. That's gonna
oh my God! But look at, oh my God, he doesn't get in 10-10 though.
Oh man. Fuck that. Suspend him next year. He's playing Max. Let's be honest.
Oh
he just
my
invited,
God!
He's gonna be so pissed when I tell him this shit.
The suspension for Billy for not getting in his percentage was very severe.
Yo, jackass.
You
didn't throw the ball 10 times, man. They're suspending you.
I have no idea how they're not going to come down hard on this.
Yeah, there is. There's a playoff rule now, Al. You got to get 10-10. It's in the playoffs. I swear on everything, it's a real rule. Oh, I'm on the show. Hold on. Let me log out of this fucking thing. Hold on. Yeah.
We got the inside track here. So we'll have to see what happens. Right now, Al is messaging the committee, and he is pleading that he had no idea about the rule, blah, 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 blah. And so he's going to be asking for some cushion here. NFC title game, blah, 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 blah. I got no idea what the committee does with this one. I'll tell you right now, if I played Jake in a title game and he only passed the ball 6 times, I would be fucking pissed. I would be pissed. So, I don't know what Strewski's doing, but I would be mad, dude, because it affects the whole flow of the game. You know, no chance for picks, blah, 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 blah. I mean, that's the whole point, is to have balance. I'll tell you what, right now, I'm very glad I'm sitting here in the booth as the guy that manages the show and not making these rule calls, because nobody's going to be happy with the decision. But we'll have to see. I'm definitely going to be asking the committee for some comment here. It'll be interesting. I'm sure their chat is going to be very, I'm sure it'll be popping. They'll be talking to Al, and I'm sure they'll be talking to each other today. It could be a topic for a show. Huge topic. What do you think the suspension would be? Do you think they get suspended right now, or is this something that happens later? I would love to hear the feedback. Maybe we'll hear it in Discord. I'd like to hear it here on Twitch. Maybe if I get a show up later, we'll definitely go over it. But and dude, what do you like? How much do you factor in here? Did it play a big part in the game? Blah 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 blah. I don't know. Oh, and here we have comment from a league official right now. No, we don't postpone punishment. I don't do the rules anymore, but I don't know why they would postpone punishment either. Like, why would you get a break in the playoffs? We honestly had this problem a couple Madden cycles ago. It was like Madden 18 where we had people breaking the rules in the playoffs. I don't think Jake got into 10-10 in 2 playoff games in Madden 18, and nothing really got done. And it just, you eventually get guys doing their thing, blah, 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 winning games. Here you go. There's a quick little preview that they will not be postponing punishment. I will just have to figure out what it is. Listen, I'm off the mic. I gotta go wash my ass. I had a busy afternoon here. But I'll see if I can get on maybe a little bit later today for a minute, do a show. If not, all good. Me and the Colts might rock later tonight. Depends on a bunch of events with the wife and I. So if not, we got Indy versus the Jets tomorrow morning. Okay, I'm out, kids. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Hell of a fucking run by the Cardinals, but just not enough gas in the tank there. Kind of a tier 2 team, tier 2 defense versus Al and Barkley. Just not enough to get it done. Too many sacks. We'll get Al and Max in the playoff game, but Tampa Bay may have. Usually just before I go, to let you guys let this thing sink in, the committee usually punishes the halfback of the team that doesn't get the 10 passes in. So you could very well see Barkley sitting in the NFC conference title game. Otherwise, there's no real reason to even have a rule. Just something to think about. All right, Dr. Ice Punch out, baby.